Hi guys, I am going to do my review on the Baby Jogger City Versa. This is the older model. Baby Jogger has come out with the City Premier that has taken the place of the Versa. Same concept, there's just a few differences with it. When I saw people comparing the two, honestly I didn't see much of a difference. There are a few differences between this and the City Select and the City Mini. It's kind of a combination between a City Select and a City Mini. The biggest thing between this and a City Select is the City Selects have the option to add a second seat, as well as the seat can move up or in this position. There's a second adapter right up about here that you can move the seat up, so then you can add the bottom seat. This obviously is only a single stroller, which I'm fine with. I have seen that there is I believe it's Mamas and Papas brand rumble seat that will fit the front of this frame and face back. It'll face towards the seat. I haven't got it. I've heard it's discontinued as well. I don't own one. I don't really plan on owning one, but I do love this stroller. First of all, I'm going to start out with just some basic features. The stroller has a nice shocks in the front. They're not huge, heavy-duty ones like a Bob stroller is, but it does move very nicely. My daughter has sat in it and we've pushed her around because I was just testing it. Technically, it's supposed to be from, I believe, 5 to 50 pounds. And my daughter's a little over 50 pounds, and she actually, it didn't seem to affect the stroller, as well as she's very tall for her age, and she still fit in it. Her head comes right up to about the top of the stroller seat itself. Like that. But we do have to open the canopy at least one click for her to fully fit in. But she likes the stroller. She's comfortable in the stroller. She actually loves the stroller and thinks it's for her, but it's not. It has a 3 recline. You're straight up. There's recline 1 and recline 2, so it's got 3 reclines, as well as you can lower the footrest, or you can make like the footrest kind of so the feet are up a little bit higher. I think that's one. There we go. And it does have a few other footrest options, and you can extend the footrest out. I have it in more, but there is this little button right here, and there's one on the other side. You press them and they can come out one more click, and it will extend the footrest if you have a longer like child like mine. My daughter fits, she says she's comfortable in it the way it is, but I could extend it out, or she can put her feet down on this footrest. And we'll show the back of the stroller, and this is all just in front facing mode. It came with the optional Baby Jogger parent bag thing. And the other nice thing is the stroller has the movable handrail. The newer ones are scoping instead of buttons, and I kind of like the scoping idea better than the buttons, but it is what it is. It is the older version, like I said. The Premier has the scope similar to the current City Select. It has, the brake is just literally that. And now it is locked. And to unlock it, there are 2 little gray levies that you pull, and now it's unlocked. I love that feature because I was always like trying to feel around on the bottom of all my other strollers for the brake when you needed the brake. And sometimes you hit it, but you didn't get it fully in. And to me, those were just a pain. So I really like this brake. The wheels on the front turn, or you can lock them. So it's in a locked position, or unlock it. these buttons, you can take the front wheels off, and there are two little flippers down here that you can take the back wheels off if you need to. I personally just leave them on, but it also makes it nice. I believe I've read that City or Baby Jogger, some of the wheels are interchangeable. So say for instance you would like a bigger wheel on the back, you can purchase a bigger wheel and then just trade it out. Or if you wanted different wheels on the front, or one of your wheels on the front broke, it is quick fix. You just contact Baby Jogger to get the current or a new wheel set. This also is a reversible stroller, so I can pop the seat off and turn it around. My issue is always just getting it lined up. This one I wouldn't recommend any seat. Taking it while baby is in it, because the alignment. And this is the only, like if I put it on forward, I have no issue. It's always reversed. So it is now reversed. This is the third recline on it when it's reversed. And it's a pretty decent, it's still got some angle to it. It's not completely flat. They do make a Baby Jogger bassinet that works with this. I don't have the bassinet. I don't plan on getting the bassinet as of now. If I have a real baby, I would probably get the bassinet. And then it also has the one, this is upright, facing in, midway facing in, and then the third recline facing in. It also has a really nice hood. A lot of people complain about the hood because when it is in this position, in the third position, they don't feel the hood is enough coverage. I'm going to take this off so you guys can see better. They don't feel that it's the best coverage sun-wise. Honestly, I think that's perfectly fine. You know, just get a muslin blanket if you're worried about it, but to me it's perfectly fine. The other thing with the hood is there are two peekaboo pockets. There's the one down low, and then there's one up high. And I love this, they're magnetic. So you literally do not have to worry about trying to re-velcro them back in place. Just pull it up, and you'll hear the click as the magnets connect. And this is the part I love. So this travel system, or not, well, it can be a travel system. This stroller will fold up with the seat in this position. So I'm going to put the handlebar up, and I will show you. Set it up, and I'm hoping there are, where is it? Let me grab the camera quick. Right underneath here, you see this little lever and this little lever. You squeeze those, and you push. I should have locked it. You literally just push that forward. It looks like, did I get it in? Nope. Didn't even get that in. Okay, I'm going to fix that quickly. Thought I heard it snap. There's where the issue is. I know I was feeling some. Okay. So I squeeze these two little levers and I fold it forward. Then to fold the seat itself, underneath there is a strap. You just grab the strap and pull up, and it automatically locks. The only downside to this is it does not stand up while folded. But here's the lock on this side. And as you can see, it's pretty compact fold. It's not, it's bigger than an umbrella stroller, but not as big as a Graco stroller, which I've had plenty of Graco strollers in the past. And those seem to really fold unless you get, excuse me, they're umbrella type, or there's a few of them that fold smaller, but like the Quattro, they're nicer strollers. they have a pretty bulky fold. Like that Graco Modes that I had, while I loved it, it was huge folded. I have a Caravan minivan, and it took up most of the back of the trunk space in my van. I had a similar minivan when my kids were younger, and I had a Quattro Duo, which was the double stroller, and the Modes took up about as much space as the double stroller did. So while I loved that stroller because it was so versatile, I hated the fact that it was so big. And as you can see, this is not very big. You can lock the seat down. You take this, you loop it around, and then you come back through to make sure the seat stays flat, or so the seat doesn't pop up. And there's also these two spots that they come out, and there are little snaps on the side, so once it's folded, if you want to be extra cautious that it doesn't pop open, you can snap it to make sure that the stroller stays closed. And to open it back up, you grab the lock and it just pops back open. And then for the seat, you just pull it back up. And like I said, the biggest selling point to me was the fact that it folds backwards. Especially when, for the meetup, I wanted a stroller that I could have backwards. And it wasn't too bulky. And really, coming down to it, the Urbini Reversi was the only one that met the bill in that sense. But I am not an Urbini fan at all. People have heard my rants about them before, as well as their poor customer service, and like their strollers seem very, very, very poorly made. They're like, you push it and the whole stroller just wobbles, and that's empty. And I'm thinking, how are we going to put a 50-pound child in this stroller? I just am not a fan of theirs. I was seriously considering the Reversi for the meetup, just because I could reverse it, it was lightweight, but I still would have to turn it back forward. And I really wasn't looking forward to that. So, anytime I folded it. So I really wanted something I could fold, reverse when it's flipped around, and I'm glad I found this. The other thing that are on it is, it does have a very nice size basket, as well as there is a mesh bag on the back of the seat. I believe the basket, you can put 20 pounds worth of items in there, and this mesh pocket, you can put 4 pounds. That's what I read. I'm not 100% on that. And it does come with options. If you get the Reversa like I did, the Premier belly bar and tray will fit it. I did find a Reversa belly bar on eBay, and it just literally snaps in like that. If you want, and you don't have to have a belly bar or a tray, you can leave it as is. They were options. And I personally like the belly bar on it, but I do plan on using this for my next child, so I did want to have the tray. Well, the tray is the Versa adapters and such are no longer being made because they switched to the Premier, and the Versa has been discontinued. I'll lock it for now. Well, I did do some research, and the Premier stuff does fit. So this I got off eBay, and this one did come in a Versa box. A lot of the Versa stuff I've been finding, people think, well, the stroller's been discontinued. You can only buy the Versa things for the Versa stroller, so you're going to have to pay what I want, supply and demand. Well, like I said, the The City Premier has the same adapters in this front spot. So this is actually, I got this off of Amazon, and this came in a box for the City Premier, and it fits right on. Clicks right in, similar to the belly bar. The only thing I don't like about this is how high it sits. For like a 6-month-old, it's probably going to sit too high. Under 6 months old, I don't know if you'd really even need necessarily a tray. Even the belly bar will be high like on a smaller child, but like you can always attach toys with Linkadoos, where I don't know necessarily if a child will need a tray like this until they're a little bit older. It does have a cup holder, which like wide bottom bottle will fit in there. But this is also a 4-ounce Advent bottle. It fits in there nicely, but it's short. So I've also got this average 9-ounce bottle, and you can see how high it actually sits up, so it can tip very easily around. I would imagine a tall sippy cup would be the same, especially if it had the smaller bottom. Larger like 8-ounce bottle like this probably would fit better than this bottle. But I just brought the two different bottles out to show the differences. I'm going to take the tray off. Like I said, I bought the tray because I plan on using this for my next child, and I wanted to have the pieces for it. And I dropped the bottle. I am going to put the belly bar back on because I actually just leave the belly bar on. And it does fold with the tray and the belly bar. I'll show that quickly. So here's the tray. You can still fold the seat. That was my other question, like, do I have to take the tray or the belly bar off when I fold the seat? And the answer is no. You don't have to fold, or you don't have to take them off. You can leave them on. They fold in. And the tray down, pick up the belly bar. Oh, I have it upside down. Suppose it helps if I have it right. And there. Helps if I grab the right spot too. And there's the belly bar folded. So I'm going to leave the seat folded for a second. Pull it off. And I'll just set it right here. The other thing is there is a wide range, or there is a wide amount of adapters that worked for the City Versa. They don't necessarily make them. This one specifically is for the City Select and the City Versa. Like I said, City Premier things work with this stroller. This has the same connectors for the seats and the adapters as the City Select. So if you find a City Select adapter for car seats, it's what you need. And these ones are the Britax ones, because I plan on selling that Graco stroller and getting a Britax seat, because really that's probably what I'm going to get for my next child anyways. I am looking at getting the Graco adapters as well, because you know me, I like to bounce around strollers. And there's another adapter that has been locally on my site that has been on there a while. I'm thinking of contacting to see if they still have it and if they'll lower the price a little bit, because it is missing one of the pieces to it. But it's for a few other different car seats that I've considered for our next child. And to fold it with the adapters on, you literally just put it and it's folded. And I mean, look at how small of a profile. And then you can... Sorry guys, I don't know where it stopped recording. But this stroller, like I said, or what I was saying is, the adapters, you can push them this way or that way so they can go down a little bit. You can take them off when you have the stroller folded. But I mean, without the seat even, look at how small the stroller is. It's not very tall. Or it's a pretty long stroller, but this way, or I don't know what you call it, width-wise, it's not very big. And to open it, once again, you just pop the lock, and I suppose it'll help if I have the right side. Grab the handle and open up. And without the seat on, you can see how big the basket on the bottom actually is. The basket does come off, and there's also a baby jogger boogie board, I think is what they call it, that'll attach right down here. That basically turns it into similar to a sit and stand. There's no option for the second child to sit, but it's got like a little rider board that attaches to the back, so as you walk, the board obviously goes with it. And what else? Oh, I haven't showed the fold the front way. And to take these adapters off, there's just little gray tabs. I'm just keeping the box for these adapters, so I know these ones are the Britax ones. I threw the box away for the belly bar and the tray because, well, I know what they are. I'm just gonna put these. No, I'm gonna fold it up for you guys. So I personally really love this stroller. It makes a nice travel system. I really love the fact that it has the adjustable handle, because this is comfortable for me. Well, this is not comfortable for my husband. This is comfortable for my husband, and it's kind of too high for me. I don't feel comfortable this way. And most strollers, they're either too short for me or him or too high for me. So this is nice where I can change it. Like I said, instead of the buttons that go up and down, the newer version in the Versa, or not the Versa, the Premier, it scopes up and down instead of buttons that go up and down. And I will put the seat back on. Like literally the lady, when I bought it from her, I don't think she realized it folded with the seat on. I should probably lock the wheel to do this. Adjusted. Okay, that one is in. There we go. And so I'll just pop it open. So once again, you're going to go fold it. You grab the two little spots on the back, squeeze them, collapse, and like I said, if you want to, once it's closed, it's easier to loop this around. I might do that at the airport just so if it comes open there, they're a little bit rougher with items. And then you literally grab the handle. I'll turn it around. So I don't know how well you guys saw the fold in the back. And here you can see where the fold essentially pull is, and you just pull. And it is now collapsed. And it makes a nice carrying handle too, so you can collapse it and walk. Like when I'm in the airport, I will probably have the seat already snapped so that it's attached, so it doesn't open up. You snap it and attach it to its foot frame, I believe. Is what I thought I saw. I have to look on the manual again, because so far I haven't done it. Because just throwing it in and out of my van, I don't really worry about it popping open. I'm more worried about flying, since airlines aren't the gentlest with items, especially strollers that are gate checked. So once again, you just unlock, grab the handle, and pull up. And then just lift your seat back up. So that's pretty much it for the City Versa. I'm in love with the seat. This is what's going to the meetup with me. Like seriously, I had contemplated, because of the price of the stroller. Baby joggers have a very good resale value. They have a very good resale value. The City Selects have probably the best. City Minis are okay because they were cheaper than like the Versas. And then, as you can see, I'm putting the optional parent tray back on. And to me, the parent tray is a little awkward, especially with the way that I have the handle. So I snap it on, and then there is little metal bars you can feel on it. I pull the metal bar in the front up onto the handle. I can still fit my hand in here to push, and I can still attach my diaper bag here. But this lets the parent, drink, hang better, and then this is the older version, so there's 2 Velcro spots. I believe the newer version is magnetic and it has 2 cup holders and then just like 1 spot in the middle. But I cannot keep this bottle straight. But I really am loving this stroller. What I was saying is I was contemplating taking it with or not. But I decided yes, because honestly, if something happens to it on the plane or at the airport, the airline will have to take care of it. And as I said, baby joggers have good resale value. Like reading the rules, if something got damaged on it, it would go by resale value on it. And even buying them, since the City Versa is no longer made, I'd have to compare it to buying a used City Premier. And once again, they have good resale value, so I'm not too worried about it. I think I'd be more worried about taking a Graco stroller because Gracos and Evenflows and stuff like that, they don't have the best resale value. I mean, you pay $200 for the stroller up front, and you might be lucky if you get $50 back when you sell it, because there's so many of them. It's kind of a supply and demand. I mean, being the City or baby joggers are kind of more of a premium brand, they have a higher resale, and they just are overall, I find, nicer built. And I never talked about the harness. This one is a 5-point harness. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And it's just a simple black little snap that buckles in here. And it buckles in here. And then it does have a nice crotch protector, so you don't pinch baby. It's got comfort straps, and to change the settings on the straps are so easy. Literally, it's this little toggle thing, and you just move it up where you want it, slide it in, squeeze it, and snap it back in. That easy to change. Like, I was always fighting with my Gracos to change the harness heights, that I seriously got to the point where after they were out of the younger baby stage with the lower, I just put them up to the top because they were so much of a pain to change. But this is so nice. I do know in the updated ones, they're a little bit different on how you change them, but they're not as difficult as like the Graco car seat or strollers that I've had. And they do give you a good, decent amount of strap, because obviously this goes over the hip and over the shoulders. But I had it on the highest setting. I had this pretty much at the end, and my daughter was able to buckle. I mean, look at how much extra I have right now. And it's a little bit loose on one of my Real Cares currently. And then you can also adjust the crotch strap. I have it down at the lowest setting once again, and it was easy to adjust, and you can make the crotch strap come up higher. So it just overall is a fantastic stroller. It's a fantastic brand. I honestly regret not buying a baby jogger for my kids, because I went with the Gracos because I was like, oh, Gracos are $200. They're still pretty expensive, but the baby jogger is brand new, are like $500. And this was back when Craigslist was starting to come around. You could find stuff on Craigslist, or like on Yahoo groups, there was a lot of free cycle groups and such. I mean, you could find used stuff or at garage sales, but it wasn't like now the secondary market is, where it's easier to find things that you're looking for. Like wanting a Britax car seat, obviously for my dolls, I'm going to buy used. For a real child, I'm going to buy new. But I mean, it just depends upon your price range. I've found car seats, if I want to drive a little bit further, 2 hours, I can get a nice Britax car seat for $25. If I want to stay closer and not drive, I can get one for $50. And some people have some really good shape, comes with like 2 or 3 bases for $200. So, you know, it all depends like what you want to spend, and it's easier to find the stuff now. So that's it for my review on the City Versa or City Premier, because like I said, there are some changes to the Premier that from the Versa one being the scoping handle. And they basically discontinued the Versa when they changed the design on the City Select, which was back in 2002 or not 3. 2012 or 13 was when they changed the design. When they changed the design on the City Select, that is when they discontinued the Versa and came up with the Premier. So from everything I've read, the Premier folds just like the Versa. It's got pretty much the same seat as the, I think it's got the same seat as the Versa. And I could put a Premier or a City Select seat on it, but it won't fold. The City Select seats, I don't believe fold like this one does. So I'm really happy with this. I really love it. And I think we're going to get a lot of use out of it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see everyone later. Bye!